What's going on, fellas? Doing my first workout in the old home gym that I spent all of yesterday with Max putting together, and definitely didn't eat enough, and dragging all these mats in here and shit. Definitely not my finest day in terms of fatigue management. So we're gonna auto-regulate a little bit and take it a little easier on most of this leg workout than I was planning on, and hopefully I'll be ready to push in full force next week. I'm gonna pretend like I remember to film this earlier in the workout rather than later in the workout. Today on the docket, we have some pause squats from a low bar position, low barring for the first time in quite a while. We have normally what would be like a hack squat, a pendulum squat, a V squat, maybe a leg press or a belt squat. Today, we're going to do constant tension front squats because I finally figured out how to do those in a way where I can make lightweight feel very taxing on my quads, which is a great home gym substitute if you can execute them in a good way. And I prefer to do those in a little bit more of like a traditional bodybuilding constant tension style. Not that time under tension is the most valuable thing in the world as far as hypertrophy. Work performed tends to be a little bit more important, but I like the feel of it more. So that's what we'll be hitting for that motion. And then I already purchased an SSB. I purchased a split squat stand. I'm basically out of money, but I can almost do this session exactly as written. So then we'll have SSB split squats for some volume. We'll have glute ham raises for some volume, and GHD back extensions for some volume. And then throughout this whole workout, I will be splicing in some, what do you call them? Hanging leg raises. I bought some hanging leg raise straps because those are absolutely one of my favorite motions. All right, I'm back. So you're gonna notice some jankiness in this workout as well because the change plates are all in my girlfriend's car. And then the collars, I'm not exactly sure where they are. I think they're back at the old house in my room. So I don't have either of those today. So we're working only in one plate increments, and we're banding up the plates so that they don't slide too much. So that'll be interesting, and me and Max are gonna order some much thinner plates pretty soon because on the deadlift, wide plates make it astronomically easier. It's very difficult when you're deadlifting a reasonable amount of weight, and by reasonable I mean a lot of weight, especially I guess on pound plates or a deadlift bar. It's very difficult to prep for a meet when all of your training is going to be easier than competition. You really have to over prepare. So we would like to get some thin plates, that way competition prep is more specific, and it's always better to train a little harder than a little easier as far as the deadlift. And then on the other side of the coin, for squat, both Max and I find kilos to be substantially easier because when you have these thick pound plates and they start getting out towards the end of the bar, you can feel it turning. Anytime you have any small asymmetry, you can feel some whip on the way up on heavy squats, even with a good Ohio power bar. So it really does hold me back having to deal with the thick plates on the squat. So I think on the docket right now, pretty quick, we need to buy thinner plates and a lat pull down machine and a adjustable bench. That's kind of the list we have going right now as far as what we need to get in here to get some training sessions done so we don't have to commute all the way over to Bozeman. Another thing's kind of cool is if you pay attention maybe through the video, you can't see the other half of the gym, so you can't see the mats I'm cutting up and fitting into place, but you should be able to see the gym get gradually completed and cleaned. I'm put together the GHD last night, cut some mats to go around the entrance over here, put down 2 mats so we have a makeshift deadlift platform, and then today, aside from basic cleaning and cutting the mats, the main thing I've been doing is slowly putting in the weight tree on the rack. So yeah, that'll be cool. All right, not really training related, but look at the size of this fucking wrench. Those of you who are real men, unlike myself, and actually know how tools work or know how cars work or any of that shit, are gonna be like, wow, Sam, that's a real brainlet take. That looks like just a fucking 24-inch crescent wrench. Those are super fucking common. I've never seen shit like this. I've seen smaller ones of these. I didn't know they fucking made them this big. This looks like a cartoon. Perks of growing up in Seattle. Never fucking seen one of these in my life, other than smaller ones, obviously. I know what a crescent wrench is. But holy shit, you could